A source of strength. I just really not how I think about things. I mean, for me, it's simply this is something that is important to get done, and we should just keep doing it, or die trying. And I don't need a source of strength.
So quitting is not even like...
It's not in my nature.
Okay.
And I don't care about optimism or pessimism. Fuck that, we're gonna get it done.
You keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect motivation. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. There's just now and what you choose to do with it. No one's coming to drag you out of bed. No one's going to shake you out of mediocrity. No mentor, no family, no friend can force you to grind when you don't want it bad enough. This is on you, 100%. You either make it happen or you get left behind. While you scroll, they study. While you sleep, they sacrifice. While you complain, they build. And when they finally break through, you'll call them lucky. You'll tell yourself they had better resources, more time, more help. But the truth, they executed when you hesitated. They showed up when you stayed comfortable. The world doesn't care about your dreams. It only moves for results. You don't get remembered for what you wanted. You get remembered for what you bled for. So stop waiting. Start moving. Because if you don't make it happen, someone else will. And they'll take the life you were too scared to build. Stop lying to yourself. You keep walking around like you've got time, like you can half-try your way into success, like life's going to eventually feel right, and then boom, your dream just happens. Let me break that lie right now. Someday is a myth. It's the excuse your lazy self sold to your disciplined self, and you bought it. Nobody's coming, not your parents, not your friends, not some magical opportunity that shows up out of nowhere and rescues you from the mess you've been tolerating. No one's going to hand you a perfect moment. No one's impressed by your potential. No one cares how good you could be. The only thing this world rewards is results. And results don't come from wishing. They come from grinding, when it's hard, when it's lonely, when it's terrifying. That's the separation line. The doers bleed, while the dreamers sleep. You can blame your past, you can scream about unfair systems, or you can look dead into your reflection and say, "Enough, I'm done with excuses, I'm taking control." That's where your power is. Not in pity, not in hype, not in hope, but in ownership. Because if you don't own your life, someone else will use you to build theirs. You're not tired. You're not drained. You're just buried in distractions and too weak to admit it. Notifications, opinions.
I think that a lot of people don't understand that it's all of the challenges and struggles that's going to make them, it's either going to make or break them. I don't read studies very often, but I was sent a study about stress from somebody. It's probably the best study I ever read, and it's talked about the placebo effect of stress. And it said that they took some of the most stressed people in the world, CEOs, etc., and the ones who believed that stress was really bad for them were dying earlier.
Excuses dressed up as reasons. You're so deep in the noise, you've started to think it's progress. You scroll motivational videos like they're going to change your life. But when it's time to move, you freeze. Because real execution, it's not fun, it's not flashy, it's not vibes, it's war, it's silence. It's you, locked in a room, face to face with your laziness, and choosing to conquer it. You'd rather feel productive than be productive. You'd rather screenshot quotes than embody them. But no one who built anything legendary waited for applause. They didn't wait for someone to validate them. They moved in darkness. Execution is not glamorous. It's relentless, repetitive, painful. It's doing the same unsexy task over and over until your results punch louder than your voice ever could. That's why most people fail, because they want the results, but they can't stomach the grind that builds it. So if you're serious, prove it. Turn off the world. Turn on the pressure. And work until they can't ignore you.
If you haven't gotten what you want, then you're not worthy of it, period. And that's okay. Now you can admit that you suck and improve. Better to know you're bad for a season than pretend you're good for a lifetime. You're not making as much money as you want because you're not as good as you think you are. You're not struggling from imposter syndrome. You're a student and pretending to be a teacher. No students say they feel like frauds for trying to learn. You're a fraud when you get up to teach the class, and you've never done it.
You keep saying you need more time, more clarity, more motivation. But you don't need any of that. You need to start thinking like a weapon. Because the people who win, they don't wait for perfect conditions. They weaponize their focus, their time, their energy, and they strike. They're not emotional, they're strategic. While you're trying to feel ready, they're already 5 moves ahead. You keep starting and stopping. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You call it preparation, but it's hesitation wearing a motivational hoodie. And while you're still planning, someone with less talent and fewer excuses is outworking you into the grave. You don't need another book. You don't need another guru to whisper sweet affirmations. You need to become undistractable, relentless, sharp, ruthless. Confidence is built in chaos. Greatness is built in silence.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
You want to stand out? Stop talking. Start executing so hard, the silence gets loud. Build something so real, they can't ignore it. Build something so powerful, they regret ever doubting you. Because in the end, you don't become unstoppable by dreaming. You become unstoppable by turning your mind into a weapon. You keep running to comfort like it's safety, but comfort is the silent killer. It whispers, you're fine where you are. And that's the problem. You've made peace with average. Greatness doesn't come from feeling good. It comes from choosing pressure over peace. Choosing to do what's hard when quitting is easier. Choosing to train when it's boring. Choosing to show up when no one's watching. Every second you waste seeking balance is a second you could be sharpening the blade. You weren't built to be balanced. You were built to be dangerous. Stop chasing dopamine and start chasing discipline. Start choosing the hard path. Start suffering with purpose. The people who make it, they don't wait until they're motivated. They manufacture pressure and execute inside it. That's the difference between a daydreamer and a doer. One sits on their talent. The other bleeds for their goals. So what are you doing? Comfort's calling. Are you answering? Or are you finally ready to make it happen?
Don't wait. Life is happening right now. And I've become pretty obsessed with the belief that life's duties will one day be out of the way, that you can then finally start doing the thing that you want. Because even if you're not doing personal growth, there is this sense that you're just going to delay gratification.
This isn't a pep talk. This isn't some soft-spoken quote meant to comfort you. This is a fucking warning. If you don't act now, you will be erased. Not later. Now. Because this world, it doesn't stop moving just because you're overwhelmed. It doesn't slow down because you're scared. It doesn't hand out trophies for effort, sympathy for effort, or legacy for effort. It rewards one thing: execution. The world remembers those who built. Everyone else, forgotten. You want change? Bleed for it. You want to evolve? Break for it. You want real success? Kill the distractions. Bury the excuses. Silence the world. You fight like your life depends on it. Because it does. This isn't a season. It's not a phase. It's war. And the battlefield is your discipline. Your enemy is your own softness. The casualties? Every version of you that chose maybe later over right fucking now. This is your shot, not tomorrow. Today, right now. So stop speaking, stop planning, stop pretending, and make it happen.